everyone. My name is Harley, and I have been involved with coaching track and field for 3 years now. However, this past fall, I took on the position of head modified girls swim coach, and more recently, I took over as the head modified girls basketball coach for my alma mater. Although both positions were extremely new to me, I have adapted a very unique outlook on leadership. You could even say it's a leadership style. I used to think that to be a leader, you had to tell your athletes what to do and then expect them to do it, with no questions asked, just to get it done when I say, I want it done. However, I've learned that that's more so a kind of like a dictatorship, you could say, where I'm demanding something and I want it done, with no input from my athletes or anything else, such as other coaches or parents. It's just, this is what I want, and this is when I want it done. However, this idea of leadership has changed after I read the book Leading with the Heart, written by Duke basketball coach Mike Krzyzewski. In this book, he talks about a theory. This theory he titles the fist theory. So with this theory, I have five fingers on my hand. Each of these fingers has its own strength. So let's say that someone is holding up a square piece of styrofoam in front of me, and they want me to break the styrofoam. I could take each individual finger, so say starting with my pointer finger, push it as hard as I can into the board, and it's not going to break. It might crack a little bit, or you might feel the foam kind of get pushed back, but it's not going to break it. Now, if I take all these fingers and bring them together to make a fist and try to break the board, I would be successful. So why is that? Well, each finger on its own is strong, but when you take all of those fingers and bring them together to make a fist, the strength is unbeatable. This is something that Coach K preaches. He gives each finger a characteristic in the book. So you have communication, where you want your team to talk to one another, whether it's socially, just making friends, during practice, or during a game, just in the sense of kind of saying, hey, you gotta look out over here, or, oh, you're doing the drill wrong, or even something as simple as, hey, what are you doing after practice? Let's go hang out, let's go grab something to eat, or let's work on some homework. Then comes trust, which is one of the most important things to establish with your team to achieve success. Then comes collective responsibility, where we must understand that people make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. But to have a great team, we need to realize that excuses and finger pointing at someone on your team is unacceptable when they're not having a perfect day. Because we do have to remember that nobody is perfect. We're all going to make mistakes, and not everyone is going to be perfect on every single day. Then comes caring, the fourth finger, which comes in many forms. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to tell someone, oh, I care about you. It could be as simple as looking at one of your athletes and saying, hey, is everything okay? What's going on? That shows that you're caring. And it also reinforces that your team is also a family. And finally, the fifth finger is pride, where Coach K says everything we do has our own personal signature on it. So we want to do it as well as we can. All of these fingers are individually important. When you bring them together, that's when they become unbeatable. Same goes for your team. All of my team alone was significantly weaker than when they were all together. Once we developed all 5 characteristics, our team became a powerhouse of a fist. Using this theory, the whole dynamic of my team changed. There was more emphasis placed on doing things together as a team to make them stronger rather than what they can do individually. Whether you're a coach or a boss, this strategy can make you and your team stronger. The 5 characteristics of your fingers become unbeatable when brought together to make a